Did you know we beat the shit out of the Welsh for speaking Welsh in Wales? Really? Well, yes, really. Well, maybe that worm needs to turn. Maybe we'll head off down to Westminster. Maybe, and have a little bit of a kerfuddle down there. Maybe. Well, anyway, there's nothing the English find more offensive than foreigners in their own country speaking their own language. It sounds very much like Nigel Farage to me. Yeah. Just ask someone who works in a restaurant in Magaluf and ask them in English, for Christ's sake. Yeah, that happens here in France a lot. So many times I go to restaurants with the missus, and especially the English will speak English, asking for this, that, and the other. So say table pour deux or whatever. They'll just say it loudly. Can I have a table, please, for two? Yeah, but they didn't understand them, and I'll just say it louder and louder. Well, then you got Nigel Farage, what have you, on his complaining because people are not speaking English on the buses. You know, blimey. It's terrible. It's terrible, it is. So this has been true for centuries, even though in the days of yore, we'd happily start a sentence with "Ye verily." In the 1800s, the English, well, they took over the running of schools in Wales. Yeah. They're doomed. True to form, when they arrived and found that the Welsh children were speaking Welsh in Wales, how dare they? They were madder than an expat in Spain. It's not just Spain. Crikey. Don't you mean immigrant? Don't you mean immigrant? And who's just discovered their local tapas restaurant doesn't serve a pie? Yeah, or steak and kidney pie. In chips, please. And I wonder why you get packed crisps. So their schools introduced something called Welsh Not. If a child was heard speaking Welsh, they were given a piece of wood inscribed with WN to wear around their necks. Now, this could only be passed on to another student if they were found to be guilty of the heinous crime of also speaking in their native language. The kids were encouraged to rat on their friends. Sounds a bit like the, well, employment benefit, you know. And, well, actually, no, it's the Labour government now, isn't it? Oh, yeah, they want to grass everybody up. Blimey. They're going to Tories did as well. In fact, there's a system online so you can do just that. Grass people up. Oh, dear. You know they're disabled? I saw them walking, I did. Yeah, I saw them walking. That geezer over there, he took an engine, he just lifted it straight out of the car, he did. Yeah. And popped another one straight back in. Well, now, which is probably why, to this day, you have never heard of a Welsh mafia. At the end of the day, all week, on some generous accounts, whoever was left wearing the Welsh knot was beaten mercilessly, crikey, by their teacher. Yeah, beaten they were for speaking their own language. How dare they? Sort of like pass the parcel, but instead of a prize, the winner gets the shit kicked out of them, I suppose. Yeah, sounds like fun. By someone trusted with their well-being. Yeah, the teacher. Oh, crikey. The good old days, remember them? Yeah, the Brexiters like to tell us that again and again and again. The good old days. Yes, I can remember beef and dripping. Oh, God. Oh, no, beef, bread and dripping, beef dripping, bread and dripping. Oh, blimey, I can't remember them days, no. But my father would tell me, yeah. And you tell me we need to go to the fish and chip shop and get the chips in a brown paper bag. They were saturated in grease, and there's just lard everywhere. Culinary waiting to happen by the time you're 12. So the idea was basically shame children for being bilingual, encourage a culture. Isn't that kind of what happens now? We don't really teach languages in our schools properly, do we? In the UK, I don't know if it's got any better, but when I was at school, it was terrible. Encourage a culture of snitching. Yeah, got to snitch, you know. And make tiny children associate their parents speaking Welsh at home with intense feelings of physical pain. It was a massive success if you consider helping to kill off an ancient language because you don't know the Welsh for what kind of pies do you do? Yeah. Oh, well, what kind of pies do you do? No, a success. We were terrible. It's not just the slavery. We used to beat up the Welsh. And look what we did to the Scots. No wonder they're peed off with us. And I keep getting criticised, I do, in my videos. Yeah, because I keep... I'm not confused, but it's just that because I'm doing my... I'm making videos, what have you, and just spitballing it. I keep... Instead of saying England, I might say Britain, and then obviously that encompasses Wales and Scotland and what have you. And I get told off, I do. Yeah, in the comments they say, "Oh, not Scotland. No, we didn't vote for that in the referendum. We didn't want to leave the European Union, etc., etc., etc." And I get it from the Welsh as well. But they'll blame it on the English immigrants in Wales. It seems it's a nutty world that we live in, wouldn't you say? Yes. I got a well. If you think of it again, this is a stout. Anyway, this is an 8.6 black I've got, and it's oh crikey, how do I pour that like that? Crikey, I'm not going to show you. It's embarrassing. The head's like that tall. It is. Yeah, blimey. Anyway, there's been a lot of criticism of Keir Starmer recently, and some of it's justified, and I've been criticising, as you already know, clearly. But some of it's not justified. Some of it is just the right wing and obviously these Tory flipping opportunists who are just looking for an attack, constant attack. And hypocrisy. The hypocrisy it's unreal. It's just... Now, me and my dear missus was going through the register of interests. If you're an MP and what have you have to basically put down anything that's either gifted to you or money you've earned and stuff like that, just in case there's a conflict of interest. So we were looking through. I was just in 2023. I think it was 2023. I can't remember now. 2023, 2020. Anyway, a year or two ago, under Boris Johnson. Well, while he was an MP and or Prime Minister or whatever. And some of the stuff in there is horrendous. There's one donation in there of £1 million donation. That's just something handing money over to them. Surely they expect something in return. I want that. That's exactly what Keir Starmer's being criticised for. But there's pages and pages of. Just a second. I'm just going to grab something. All right. Yeah, just a second. You can have a look at the fire. Do. Right. I'm back. Because this is just nutty. It really is. The hypocrisy is just crazy. So, anyway, my dear missus, she sent me over a link regarding the register of interests. And we all know what's been going on with Keir Starmer recently, a bit of big glasses or accommodation or a little red dress. Only on Fridays. Only Fridays. You know how it goes. Yeah, I think I prefer Fridays as well, to be honest. Let's just try and find that. There we go. Publications. There we go. That's that one. Apparently, I've got to agree. I've got to do that on green too. But yeah, sign my life away. And nothing's come up. Alright, let's try again. Oh, here we are. Right. This is 2023. Okay, it's 2023. As of the 30th of May 2023, this is 2022, 2023. So look how long this list is. All right. That's just 2023. I don't know how they found time to actually list all this stuff in the 1 year. Just 2023. Excuse my hands, I've got all them paint all over them. And polyurethane foam stuff. What's going on? Hasn't ended yet. This is Boris Johnson for you. Gifts and from outside the UK and what have you as well. Oh, that's it. Yeah. That wasn't much, was it? That's just nuts. So visits. Yeah, crikey. And there's one here which was. I probably can't find it now. I suppose I could do a find on it. 6,000 for royalties on books and stuff. That's obviously money he's so-called earned for his dodgy books. Just like his recent one, there was a Boris Johnson Unleashed, and he's now saying, "Well, I don't feel sorry now. Yeah, because I'm Boris Johnson. I don't feel sorry for Partygate." That's what he's saying now. Tell that to all the families of people who died. Yeah, he's a lovely geezer, isn't he? It's Boris Johnson. Not. All right, let's double check. Let's have a look in the chat. All right, I'm live apparently. Oh, Christ, adverts. Always adverts, isn't it? Skip. Oh, Christ, adverts. Always adverts. Yeah, I've got audio, that's good. I thought I'd better check that. Hello there in the chat. Let's put that on live chat. And let's have some timestamps. That will help. What's up? I love feet. Hello, I love feet. I love the feet attached to me. I do. So they're quite handy things. They allow you to walk. If you can walk, yes. That they do. So let's get a bit closer. Right. Do you know what? I don't need to. I'm so close now. I could just put the microphone down there, can't I? It says you get echo in here, even though I've got all foam on the ceiling and stuff. So, hello, Cafal. Hope you're well. And Armin. Oh, crikey. Okay, well, you need to speak in English on here, matey. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hide you. Sorry. Because I don't know what you're saying. Right. There you go. Confirm. I would take your Beatles album. Oh, that one there. Yeah. I've got a few. I'll just show you. I got. And over there, there's about five. I think there's around 500 odd in there at the moment. Albums. I'm always on the lookout, but no, you can't have it. Right, let me come. Let's go that way for a change. Ah, that's better. I can lean into Jimi Hendrix. All right, there we go. So yeah, 1 million for. Doesn't seem to say what it's for. Just says it's a donation, a gift. 1 million quid, just like that. It's lots of stuff from overseas. Gifts and benefits, hospitality from UK sources as well, obviously, you know. And there's hundreds of them on there. Literally hundreds of them. How the hell does he do it? Crikey. Name of donor, Heathrow Airport. So just... Why is Heathrow Airport giving the money? In this case, it basically give them free accommodation. Hang on, what's this again? The Compass Centre, Nelson Road, London Heathrow Airport. Amount of donation or nature value donation. So there's a value. There's probably accommodation or flights or something, isn't it? They're going to be the airline then, wouldn't it? It won't be yeah, it's going to be accommodation, I imagine. Oh, I don't know. But either way, it's a bit excessive. Lord Anthony and Lady Carol Bamford. So that's obviously JCB, isn't it? I'd have thought. So would that be like Lord Bamford's sister or something? Oh no, both Bamfords. Anthony Bamford, of course. Duh. There we go. Oh, Heathrow Airport's come up a lot, hell of a lot. Blimey, that's because he keeps going on holiday, isn't it? You know, you get all these free flights. Maybe he's got air miles. Let's bring us a bit closer. Oh, blimey! I'm glad my embarrassing head's come off now. That's good. You can see how high it got. Do I have any King Crimson records? No, I don't have King Crimson. I do have quite an eclectic mix, though. Anything from, oh crikey, Green Slade, right through to, I got Everly's, I got all sorts of stuff. And loads of rock, 70s rock and that, 70s, 80s rock. And a lot of modern stuff. There's really good new bands out there. Really talented people. I've got Gold Frap playing behind me at the moment. I'll put the volume up just a little bit. That's me demonetised. So, Bella Paul Jones, you're a Tory then? No? God, no. If anyone knows me, they know I'm not a Tory. Crikey, no, not at all. I would say I'm sort of centre left. I'm not lefty. I've had businesses all my life, companies, what have you, and I understand what it takes to make a business that works. And it's hard in the UK. It's hard, and it's just got a lot harder with Brexit and what it is. So in the day, it's tougher. And there's, I live in France now, and I've got a business here, and they got really scuppered by Brexit. So do I like the Tories? No, I never have liked the Tories, so it's never been my thing. I've been a bit disappointed. I'm more of a Greenie, as you pointed out. I'm more of a Greenie. I'm a bit of an environmentalist. I'm not throwing tomato soup on anything at all. So don't worry about that. No Van Goghs or anything like that. No. So I'm not into that. But I just practical environmental. It's like this place here. We run this on solar, and we're connected to the grid as well. But we've got quite a few solar panels here. We've also got the solar hot water. We're doing quite a bit here to actually. Time is flying. A blink, and it's 15 months. 15 months! Crikey, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. Blimey, I've been busy. I took out there used to be a sofa on this back wall. We took it out and we decided to put a little wood burner in here because we spend a lot of time in here in the office. So we just installed a little tiny dinky wood burner in here, which is just enough for this room. And I'll tell you, that was a job, getting that little flue through that wall, because that's actually an external wall. That is. It's like two houses, and it's the wall in the middle. That would be the original external wall. It's 2 foot thick stone. Yeah. Imagine that took me ages. Killed my hands, I'll tell you. So what we got over here? Come and take it. What do you think about Oasis? They all sound the same to me. Oasis does. I hate them, and I think it's down to my son constantly playing Oasis, and it's just like every single day, Oasis, and every song sounds the same to me. It's a bit monotone. Not my thing. And arrogant. I don't like people. When I get to know what the actual artists are like, I tend to avoid them a little bit if I don't like them. If I find that they're a bit kind of unpleasant, it's just it's a bit not for me. And I just turn off them. I've got records here that I used to play a lot. And then when I realised that, I started learning about like Sex Pistols, for instance. I've got never mind the bollocks up there. I've got two of them. I've got an original, and I got that one's an 18 gram playable one, 180 grams. Sorry, 18 gram, 180 gram. But when I realised that, crikey, that they're idiots. I don't play it anymore. It's silly, isn't it? It's like the Who. I've got loads of Who records. I love the Who. Oh, but crikey, what an idiot he is. Oh, he's yeah. Hey, Mark's biggest fan. Hello, my friend. Hope you well. I'm gonna show my better half this. See, there are guys with hairier arms than me. I actually clip my arms. I have to clip. I clip on my back as well. Not really short, but I have to. I'm a hairy bugger. If I let it go a bit wild, I'll be on top of my feet, let alone under them. No, I'll be under my feet as well as the top. Yeah, I'll get that right in a minute, won't I? Oh, let's blame the stout. I've got very hairy arms, have I? They're really sharp. And very dirty hands at the moment because they're covered in paint and polyurethane foam. When I've been doing all this lot. So, we had a bit of a change around. I've got to plug my holes, though. My little record shelves. All that was a strip of wood with a cove bit routed along them. Oh, nice one. Cheers, Alistair. Wally Meds fans. Oh, cheers. Mark's his biggest fan, and Alistair really helps, really does. Wally ain't been very well, actually, last couple of days. We took him for a walk today, and he was really dragging behind. He wasn't himself. Normally he's up at front sniffing absolutely everything, and this time, do I have to, kind of thing. He hadn't been himself the last few days. He's been on the verge of fits. He has his epileptic fits, and he's been kind of on the verge on them, and he's been a bit worrying. He's worried us a little bit recently, to say the least. He still likes his cuddles, though. He's literally there. There's the Wally. Oh, he's a sleepy boy at the minute. Have I got them all in there? I have. I've actually got them all in there. I've got Pandora. Oh, crikey, I'm going to do this. I've got Oh, it's quite easy, actually. Pandora's down there. I've got Sebastian over there, licking his bum. Oh, yeah. Have I got... There he is. Yeah, licking his bits. That's nice. Dogs do that, I think I have got some Zappa. I have got Zappa. Yes, I have. Marcus is hard to understand. Where is he from? I'm from Norfolk. So you got my Norfolk dialect. So it's the east of England. Could be worse. I could be Scottish. Sorry, Alistair. Sorry, Marcus is the biggest fan. But yeah, I was getting a little bit of criticism earlier today on in the comments on one of my videos, and it was about because I said Britain. I said Britain instead of England, and I think about it, I should have just said England. Really, I think maybe I should always say England unless I'm referring to Scotland, because at the end of the day, Westminster is a dictatorship, isn't it? Really, for the other member states, Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland, really. Well, not so much Northern Ireland, but yeah, it is pretty much, isn't it? Especially with Brexit. It's buggered everything out. And we just got Keir Starmer coming back from the EU after meeting up with Ursula von der Leyen. And is it von der Leyen or von der Leyen? Oh, crikey, flashy lights. That's it. Make it a bit brighter. Yeah, and he came back with this. And he gave us this little speech saying, all the things that he wants to do and all the things he didn't want to do. His red lines regarding freedom of movement and basically freedom of movement, really, single market, customs union, all that sort of stuff. Well, it ain't gonna happen anyway, is it? Well, didn't they say to us we're gonna have all the benefits of Norway, so the country will be as rich as Norway? Yeah, how'd that pan out? We're in a hell of a state. No one wants to admit it, though, how bad things are. The national debt is like, crikey, it's growing. I think it's going to grow exponentially at the moment. I think Labour's going to have no choice but to spend some money. They ain't got any. Don't make promises you can't keep. And don't make promises on the basis of very thinly veiled, facts that really aren't facts. It's just rhetoric half the time. And flip of the right and keep trying to bring up about, they knew the state of the economy because it was in the, was it the OBR? Well, the OBR was complained to the Conservative Party because they didn't give them all the facts. You've got to ask yourself, where does the OBR get its information from? Looks like they were lied to as well about certain things. It's not funny. Purple Mohawk Marcus. You have a mohawk, do you? I could have a mohawk, I suppose. I'd have to grow my hair first, though. It's a bit short in a minute. English or Spanish? What? Hello, Doc Davies. That beard is immaculate. I don't know about immaculate. I messed it up. I dyed it, and it kind of went with purple dye. Then it went a weird brown colour, and it kind of like killed it. It went like a Brillo, so I had to cut loads of it off. It was a lot bigger, and I had to cut loads of it off. So I'm going to see if I can grow it again. Or put beads in it and stuff. QLI, hope you're well. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. You're talking about the Bernard Matthews and the Norfolk turkey, which is not actually a turkey that's actually bred in Norfolk. No, it's a breed of turkey. And if I remember rightly, last time they were being grown in something like Lithuania or somewhere. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, what are those albums behind you? Well, we've got the Pogues, got Goldfrapp, Black Eyed Peas, obviously Beatles, got the National, Trouble Will Find. What else we got over there? Got Hosier, Human, Jimi Hendrix, Jack White, Blaze Foley. Oh, crikey. I've got Green Slade. I've got to remember more now. A lot of these are new bands, you see, because my son sends me a load of records, and they're not like, for instance, oh crikey, what is it? Where is it gone? Alabama Shakes. They're really good, but you know, I keep forgetting their names. Hello, Tories don't get tasered. Well, anyway, Keir Starmer got a lot of criticism, didn't he, regarding the Chagos Islands in the, basically giving them to Mauritius without consulting the Shago Beat Bill. Shagogins? Should I say Shagowins? Shagowins? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so there was a lot of outrage from the new Tory leadership contestants. See, it feels like a game show to me. Anyway, like James Cleverly and Tom Tugendhat. Oh, crikey. Tom Tugendhat, that man's an idiot. Do you know what? When he first made his put himself forward the last time, and I thought, okay, he seems all right. You know, there's a lot about him, what have you, and if says, he was in the military and this, that, and the other. And the more he speaks, the more I realise the man's an idiot. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's particularly bright, to be honest. He's a flipping idiot. He really is. I put wood on fire, by the way. Just ow, it's hot. Scraps from the offcuts out the workshop. There you go. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed with him at all. And then you got James Cleverly, who's not so clever, but he seems the most sensible in that the lot of them, to be honest. But even then, what choice have we got? Well, no, we ain't got choice. I wouldn't be voting for him anyway. But as opposition, because we do need a strong up opposition, but there isn't one. There's not really any opposition. In the day, the Tories, Labour's, the UK Labour's got such a majority, haven't they? You know, It's almost like just speaking in fresh air, really, thin air. So the thing is, though, you see, now this has been it's been negotiated for at least 2 to 3 months regarding handing those islands back, not back or two, because I think since the 1800s and little something since it was in UK's remit, and so like James Cleverly, Tom Tugendhat, in doing their campaigns, a lot of criticism of Keir Starmer, yet James Cleverly is one of the ones that's been involved in negotiations. Not just him, Lord, or fake Lord Frost, his missus. She's been one of the ones who's been involved with the negotiations. It's total hypocrisy. It really is. But once this was put onto on the cards by the Tory party, Joe Biden wanted to get this deal sorted as soon as possible regarding the 99 years for the military base to be on the islands. And he wanted to get that, so it got rushed, had to get rushed through because there's a risk of, obviously, Donald Trump becoming the next president of the United States again, and it's kind of like, what? It could all go to pot. They could end up losing that base altogether. It's as a defence, it's another stepping stone, isn't it? They want all their little bases all the way around the world, don't they? Because it makes, militarily it makes them more powerful. But what surprised me is, though, Russia has got one aircraft carrier, which is always on the verge of sinking. It's been in fact, that was launched. When was that launched? 2011, I think, that was launched. Their aircraft, I can't remember what it's called. Some crazy Russian name. Anyway, this aircraft carrier was launched, and it's been problem after problem after problem. The United States was actually they were fair. They were at one point they would look to help them because they thought it was going to sink. It's just crazy. They can't build aircraft carriers. There again, Northern and Scots apparently. Sorry. Are they okay now? Those two aircraft carriers, the ones that were built for $3 billion each, they had bent prop shafts. Actually, no, one of them I think was always okay. And then they started robbing the bits of Prince of Wales, HMS Prince of Wales, for the other one. But that's a normal thing to do. That is, if you've got one set up, it's a quick way to get the bits. You see, because everything's machined specially in it. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Harriet Matthews, who's Lord Fake Frost's, fake Lord Frost's spouse, is the person who's been doing the negotiations. So the Tories obviously knew what's going on. There's a treaty, whatever has been done, a treaty regarding these bases, and it's just hypocrisy. So much hypocrisy. I do actually find it really frustrating because I was hoping really, they get into power and what have you, this majority. Maybe we'll have some honesty in politics as well. Why the hell don't they say this stuff? They would already know it. I don't understand why they never seem to defend themselves. And when some crap is spouted out everywhere and a huge amount of criticism online, why can't they just come out and say, "Oh, well, actually, you're wrong." That is not what happened. And in fact, you started the negotiations. The Tory party did, and it was too far along for us to do much about it. In fact, we had to speed it along. Why can't they just come forward and actually say this stuff instead of just taking the flak? It feels very flaccid to me, in a non-sexual way, obviously. God, that didn't come out right. So why are many rejoin Labour MPs scared to challenge Starmer? That's an interesting point of view, because they get kicked out. Starmer has not taken any dissent, is he? They'd get kicked out. They'd go independent or something. Or there'll be a by-election. he gets so much criticism regarding his MPs, and because they've done something stupid, maybe they posted or done a tweet that's 20 years ago or something, before Twitter was even a thing. You know? and then it comes to light and what have you. Oh crikey, you're I don't know, xenophobe or something, and that's it. You're done for. Just like that. Oh crikey, that female MP. Anyway, you're done for. Then you're out of the party. You know, it was feels very reactive. When it doesn't need to be. Michael's biggest fan says, AllShorts, the Scots didn't build the aircraft carriers. Okay, comes to defence. The UK government did. Scotland has no devolved powers over defence or military contracts. That's convenient. Where do they keep going back to when they had to be fixed? Cheers for that. If it was not for the Conservative government breaking the fixed price agreement, the UK would have only paid $3 billion for 2 aircraft carriers and would have been in service 2 years earlier. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So instead of paying $3 billion each, they paid $3 billion for 2. Oh, for 1, sorry. Oh. They do like to waste money, don't they? They've wasted a shitload of money. What about flipping, I don't know, argument's sake, track and trace? Where did that 37 or... I keep forgetting, what is it, 37 or 39 or 35? Anyway, it's about 37 billion, wherever that went. What happened to that? We never found out, did we? You know? Michelle Mone, she's still swanning about. They reckon her bank accounts are frozen and stuff. There's no way her bank accounts have been flipping frozen. She's still swanning about places. You know? Why isn't she locked up, along with her husband? Michelle Mone and whatever his name was. Now, she had put a boat up for sale. I don't know if she sold it, Lady Mona. and a couple of houses or something like that put up for sale because they've got to pay back this money. Why is it, though, that these people who clearly are criminals, they've just got to hand the money back and they'll get away with it. They get a slapped wrist. Anyone else, well, I know someone's going to sit on the road and glue themselves to it, maybe, end up in jail. Yeah, these sort of white-collar crimes, which I'm not talking about low-level stuff, we're talking about millions and millions of, you know, she had like 80 to 100 odd million that end up being shared between her husband and her kids. You know? And they get away with it. Boris Johnson, God knows what he's been doing with all these flipping donations that he's been having. Half of them don't even tell you what it's for. It's put down as a gift. Well, there's no detail in it. It's just a list. The Scots would have checked if there were aircraft available for the aircraft carriers before they build them. I can remember that the captain of one of them aircraft carriers going to Scotland or wherever they go to get all their munitions to fill it up with bombs. And there weren't any. The munition stores only half. They only managed to fill it half full. At the point where these aircraft carriers, whenever they go out, they need to be fully equipped every single time. Whenever we never know when we need them. That's the whole point of having a defence system. You can argue that's the point of having, missiles, nuclear missiles, what have you. Let's put some more wood on the fire. You know, it's just mad. It's just, I don't know. It beggars belief, it really does. I feels a bit like that. All these politicians, they're so busy having to cover their asses, make excuses for stuff, and half the time they don't make excuses, they just take it. And just wasting shitloads of time that could be spent actually doing some proper work, you know, actually getting something done that's worth doing. You know? Maybe do what Ivanka Trump has been doing. She discreetly, she did with a camera crew around her, you know, discreetly handed out 300 odd Starlink dishes, you know, Probably no contracts to go with them, but Starlink dishes, yeah, to those people, poor people suffering the flood damage down south and what have you. Now, this is all done through Trump. Now, the thing is, though, this is bribery. They're bribing voters. He literally handed out cash the other day to somebody. He's bribing people to vote for him. That is against, I don't know, voting rules in any country, I'd have thought. Where can I get me a white colour anyway? Do you know what? I want to be an MP. Yeah, I want to be an MP. Put good money in it, you know. You can earn a fortune in donations. God's sake. But now, within about 3 months of Boris Johnson being chucked out of the Tory party, he earned like 5 million. There's one on that list I showed you. There's one speaking engagement, all right, in New York. He got paid nearly $2.5 million. What the hell? Just why? Just needs bluff and bluster. And now he's doing the old rounds now with old Donny Trump, isn't he? You know, him and Nigel Farage, all best mates, aren't they? You know, God's sake. And he's also advocating, along with Nigel Farage, to leave the ECHR, European Convention on Human Rights. They probably don't even know what it is. And all these people are trying, we've got to leave it, you know. We've got to leave the European Convention on Human Rights, because then we'll be able to get rid of all those immigrants. You know, the people that come in little boats, and we're about to stop them. We're about to deport them. You did that, you won't be able to trade with anyone. But it's just crazy. The countries we need to trade with are the countries that we're going to booze. Look for them in Albania, for instance. God's sake. I don't know if they got a president or a prime minister over there, I don't know. But anyway, he visited London whilst Suella Braverman was Home Secretary, with all the rhetoric we go Albanians, what have you, and I know it's hot, nasty stuff she's going on about when they're like, they're all gangs and, you know, child smugglers, you know, people smugglers and stuff like that. I don't know, you know what I mean. And so he came over and he put a brilliant speech while she was in an interview. And it was a really good spiel he put, you know, out, basically saying, well, she ain't going to be there forever, so don't let her get to you. But it was derogatory to basically all Albanians. Now, the reason why I brought that up is this afternoon on LBC Radio, and I can't remember that Ali something or other, the guy on LBC Radio this afternoon, and he was advocating that we should have a register of all foreigners who are criminals, and where percentages regarding who's the most likely to commit a crime in these different nationalities. I thought, what? You can't do that. Those poor blighters who, I don't know, say Albanians, all right, for argument's sake, they're all criminals there. Certain percentage. What about those who aren't? They're not going to be able to get a job either. It's just, yeah, and also everyone's going to be pointing at them. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. In France, it's actually illegal to do that, but I think there's a way of actually, a way of not showing the actual numbers of different nationalities regarding migration and what have you here in France. Now, when me and my dear missus, we went to the hospital 2 days to have a checkup, basically to speak to her doctor. She's got a problem with her urinary tract where basically it's backing up to the kidneys and it causes pain in the kidneys, but so it's not flowing properly. There's not much they can do about it. It's just something Carol has to manage. And it's anyway, speaking to the doctor, he's a lovely guy, and he's Eastern European, and he's so helpful and explains everything. We go in there and explains what's going on in detail, so we understand. So you go, oh, okay, then we get that. Anyway, he's going on about we live in a. He said we live in a mad world. He said, all right, in French. So we live in a mad world. So far, and he's talking about those in government. They're happy to take, like, for instance, a taxation on cigarettes and stuff like that, because he doesn't want the old people to live very long, because that's why it's cheaper for the government. You see, they don't have to pay the pensions for long and also healthcare and stuff like that. So the older you get, the more you cost, etc., etc. So they're advertising on cigarettes and this, that, and the other. And then he was going on about Marlboro cigarettes used to have cocaine in them, or whatever. But that's not unusual, is it? He's a funny chap, but he had a point, He was very good, though, as a doctor. Hello, Derek Mulready. I hope you're well. Getting all the non-Indigenous people from England who would do all the work that the English refuse to do. And why would they do that work? A lot of the work we've got with Europeans have been coming over to the UK. Okay, a lot of them being going into the medical, going to the NHS and what have you. But those who work in the fields, what have you, that work is a killer. If anything's going to make you, I don't know, peg it early, it'll be that. What's going on here? Something crazy just happened. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, I had an ad pop up. Yeah, they blocked it. Yeah. Right, I can't have that, can you? Anyway, so it's just silly. Everything's mad, isn't it? So non-Indigenous people from England, yeah. So that sort of works backbreaking. Now, when I was in Norfolk, oh crikey, it's 3 years ago now, at Bond Farm, people harvesting the horseradish, and oh my god, and a horseradish. The mustard wasn't so bad because that's all done by machine, but it all had to be processed. A lot of it had to be done by hand, especially the horseradish, because it's such a non-uniform thing, because there's like a tube and all these dangly bits coming off everywhere, and it has to be cleaned up, and it's all done by hand, you see. These people are flipping hell. When they've been, a lot of them come back again year after year after year, and you have to work these places, like the daffodil pickers, etc. They come back again and again and again. The fruit pickers, or, the veggie pickers and all that. And they got down to a fine art. And trying to get... What... British people, why would they want to do that work and kill themselves when there's other jobs to be had? Although that seems to be changing. There seems to be a bit of a shortage of jobs at the moment. Now, my son-in-law is Nigerian, okay? And he's a bit of a tech wizard. He does like a lot of software programming and testing of software for, let's see if it's hackable and all that sort of shit, and if it breaks, From every time, what he said, because a lot of his contracts are short periods of time, like 6 months at a time. And what he said before, when he used to look before for the next contract, there'd be 20, 30 jobs on offer. And now it's barely one. Things have changed. And we were supposed to be a tech superpower or something, weren't we? It didn't start with the British fault, with all those batteries. We could build all these batteries, weren't we? I mean, it's selling to, was it Canada or somewhere? Or Australia? I don't know. Somewhere we sold it to. Yeah. And then that got raided by the police over there, for fraud. We're as a country, I'm going to say England, because it's not be funny, Scotland and Wales are getting dragged along, and Northern Ireland's just getting shat on all the time. But again, it's for Brexit. If you go for people like DUP, that's obviously what's going to happen, isn't it? Get Brexit done. Remember that? Blimey. They were done hook, line and sinker, they were. Joe Marios, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. It's the Matrix. You sound like Elon Musk. It's the Matrix. Flipping, oh God, Ben, I can't avoid them at the minute. I don't follow them. Maybe I have to block them, but I don't follow them. But it's just constantly coming up in my feed. And loads of right-wing stuff now. There's a bias towards right-wing posts now. It's either that, or it's a case that maybe because Elon Musk has allowed them all to come back onto the X platform, or Twitter, or whatever it's called these days, and they just flocked back again because obviously it's a bigger audience. It's just so much of it. It's just unbelievable. But that's how it is. Elon Musk had to save 2 astronauts, and now he has to provide internet service to North Carolina because of the government incompetence. And people keep going on about Labour didn't get many votes, No, it's all about the seat. It's all about, the system that we have. We need proportional representation or something. Anyway, Labour got 9,708,716 votes. They had the biggest votes and the biggest vote share of 33%. Hence 411 seats. Blimey, it's crazy. But just because they weren't the Tories, let's be honest. So where are we now? Now, Chris Barron had a good point. He says he responded to Nigel Farage after Nigel Farage going on about Shanks Islands and how weak the government is and stuff like all the usual spiel by a load of people who don't actually know the truth about it all. Anyway, Chris Barron wrote this. You clearly have absolutely no idea how UK law on international treaties works. And of course, Parliament has a role. It's laid out in the Constitutional Reform and Governance Act 2010. But Nigel Farage says Parliament must have a debate and a vote on the surrender of the Shanks Islands when it returns on Monday. No government should be able to surrender sovereignty without a debate, especially as this is not in the Labour manifesto, says Nigel Farage. Blimey. Now, Emmanuel Macron, the French president, he's just decided, obviously he had a huge amount of pressure, they're not going to supply Israel with weapons. I think it's probably a good thing. It's getting out of hand now, isn't it? It really is. So Macron said it's time to stop sending arms to Israel. So France has stopped supplying Israel with weapons and calls for other countries to follow suit to force a diplomatic solution to the conflict in the region. He says, I think that today the priority is that we return to a political solution, that we stop delivering weapons to fight in Gaza. Well, it's not just Gaza now, is it? It's Lebanon as well. Well, Netanyahu, he's going to end up instigating a deeper war in the Far East. The Middle East. It's the right thing to do, though, isn't it? I think so. It's gone beyond. Israel's allowed. Must be allowed to defend itself. It's gone beyond defence. It's past that now. It's not defence. If it was defence, you wouldn't be invading other countries, would you? I am cool. I didn't join before it was X. Blimey. Farage is a bad copy of Tucker Carlson. Oh my God, but he got chucked out of Fox, didn't he? For that 450 odd billion lawsuit against was it Dominion against Fox, plaintiff being Dominion, regarding Trump's lies about voter fraud and the machines and all that. It's just Trump said recently, right, when he was asked Would you accept the result of the the US general election, right? Would you accept the result if you lost? No, he did say he lost. They said it says well, it depends on the result. He said, it's there'll be another insurrection, another coup. Oh, please boop the like button. It helps the channel, Boop, 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 boop. Can I like myself? Is that a bit wrong? Frederick Trump was a German immigrant to New York in 1885. He became obsessed with preventing immigration, that he spoke Irish, and also coming to New York. He also got arrested alongside the KKK. I think that's 1917-ish, about that sort of time anyway. So I couldn't find anywhere whether he was a KKK member. I don't suppose they publicised it that much, but he did get arrested when there was, I don't know, maybe it was a lynching or something, I don't know. So it runs in the family. Donald Trump himself put adverts out for the death penalty for some young lads who didn't even, who were acquitted in the end. Yeah, he was calling for their death, even though they were innocent. And that was Donald Trump. And it's funny, isn't it, that everybody who has any close encounters with Donald Trump shun him. Even Melania Trump looks really uncomfortable. Whenever he tries to hold her hand, she pushes him away. All his generals, they're all come out and saying, well, he's a total nutter. How to put it? Can't really say it on there, come on. But anyway. Even the daughter of Rudy Giuliani, whatever his name is, he's just been disbarred. His daughter is voting for Kamala Harris. She won't vote for Trump. It goes on and on. Anyone that's got close encounter, look at his niece. Is it Mary Trump? Who's wrote books about Donald Trump. Yeah, he ain't happy about them. Yet people still love him. There's some crazy people out there. There really is. Oh, take care, Alistair. Take care, my friend. Yeah, it is late, I know. Even, Tipperary. Crikey. They're in Tipperary. You're out late, lads. Yeah, it's late for us. It's here in France. It's now 12 minutes to 1 o'clock in the morning. So it is a late one. So it will be a long one. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mad Bucks. It'll be that long. And Joe. Trump had the nerve to show up at Al Smith's. Oh, crikey. Yeah, I saw that. Oh. Where's he heading off to now? I can't remember now. I did see earlier. Philip Shortall. No Trump ever spoke Irish. We know right from wrong. Good. The real Melania is cold as ice. What do you mean she's dead? Is this an automaton? Take care, Super Tiny 808. Be good. Knees. Steve McGowan, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. I watched a lot of the videos about the parts of America which flooded, and who do the people that are there blame? Biden and Harris. The Messiah would have saved them. I know, this is crazy. Saved them, would they? He's just jumped on it and he's using it as a tool. Whenever there's been any kind of what did he tell people to do during the pandemic? I'm sure there's something we can do with some bleach. You know, can you look into this? Maybe a bright light, a UV light, and shove it. Yeah, anyway, yeah, can we look into this? And there was his medical advisor, or whatever her name is. I can't remember. She was like, "Oh my god, what the hell are you saying? Oh my god." Yeah, she looked very embarrassed. Knocking things over here. Wood on the fire. Don't need a lot on there. God, I'm really toasty. It's only a little old fire, but it's ideal for in here. Especially 7 kilowatt. I don't see how that could be 7 kilowatt. It looks too small. Birds of a feather. They are just like him. Oh yeah, good point. Are they all rednecks? Oh dear. Oh my! Earlier, far too long comment had a typo. Where's Luke? Trump had the nerve. Yeah. What do I say? Had a typo. Frederick Trump was a German immigrant to New York. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Okay. The world looks at Trump and thinks, "Who is this orange creature?" And his supporters in the US gaze on him like as if he was the orange messiah. He's not the messiah. He's a very naughty boy. There he is. Blimey. Bloody Vikings. Yeah. We no longer get our Viking designer sperm anymore either. Do you know that? We used to get sperm from places like Norway and what have you because, people want designer babies with blonde hair and stuff, Viking sperm. Trump's the American orange disorder. Orange order. Thanks for that, Luke. On a positive note, I got back my first reel of Super 8. My God, that brings back memories. So you got some Super 8, you just had it developed. Super 8 film with film processing, colour correcting and scanning. About €3 per minute. That's not bad. That's brilliant. Blimey. €3 a minute. How long was it? It wasn't a feature length, was it? Crikey. Can you remember them? The old Cine 8? Brilliant things. There's something about the old stuff. I was taught the Miss. I used to do a lot of colour and black and white print and what have you years ago. And used to do the old 5x4 field camera, the one we put the hood over your head. Okay, my Wally's down the fit. You want Wally? All right, Vinny, what? Ooh, not good. Hey, I'm just going to have to deal with my dog. Hey, boy. Hey. Hey, there you go. You alright? Hey, boy. You okay? Yeah. That's it. That's only a little one. Oh, ow. Oh, you alright there? Oh, poor little Wally. I knew that's coming because he's been a bit. You can tell because he gets really clingy. He wants to be with you all the time because he knows it's coming, and he gets. What happens is he have several like epileptic fits in a period of about a week, and then he might have like 10 days, 2 weeks without one, and then it all builds up in his head again, and then he'll have another series of fits. But yeah, you always worry that sort of thing because he thinks he's getting old. He's 14, nearly 15 now, so I don't know if you would have heard that. I'd have thought. Damn it, come. So it's amazing to think that half the voters in the US really are Because men, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it must be though. But then we've got the same problem in Little England, haven't we? You know, the people who voted for Brexit without understanding what the EU even was. All this spiel about it's not democratic. You know, who voted for them? Well, you should have done. You know, how many people actually voted in the European elections for your MEPs? That's why Nigel Farage kept getting in, because no one voted. The biggest search term on YouTube after the referendum is, what is the EU? What is the European Union? People didn't know what it's about. They have a clue, yet they voted against it. Doesn't make any sense. None whatsoever. And then you got flipping Keir Starmer trying to push it along as well. And unless we accept that it is an issue, it's a problem, we're never going to be able to deal with it. Now, we're not going to be able to just walk back through the door. Obviously not. If we did want to return, join again, well, then it's going to take a very long time. And I think there's a lot of obstacles for us now, because the rules have changed of entry than what it was when we joined originally. And also our financial position, our debt, what have you, is much worse than it was back then as a percentage of our economy. It's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? It's been disingenuous, I think. Marcus's biggest fan says, was working in the Wirral all last week, AllShorts, and went to Liverpool for dinner. Confirmed that Liverpudlians are just Scots with a funny accent. Did you bump into Graham Hughes while you're there? No? Oh dear. Getting old as shit. No, he's a poor little boy. He's sitting there looking at me now. But he probably feels a bit better now. It's a bit like after being sick. Oh, I feel better now. I got that out of me. It's a bit the same for him, really. They get it out of his head. It builds up in his head and he knows it's coming. Don't you, Wally? Do you want a treat? You'll still have treats. Wouldn't you? Eh? One for Dora. There, boy. And you. So, Wally wants some treats and a dad hug. I know, he's poor little thing he is at that moment. He's been very poorly the last few days. He still eats though. Please remember, 45% of eligible voters don't vote out of despair. Well, correct, was it 17 million people voted for Brexit? And how many eligible voters didn't? Or didn't vote at all, even, to be fair. There's 67 million people in the UK. Obviously got to lay for the kids and what have you, those who can't vote. Don't forget AllShorts. Marcus, that Starmer also still does not know what the EU is. He tried individual agreements with countries that negotiate said agreements via the EU. He's confused. Yes, he did, didn't he? Yes, he tried to, yeah. Well, they can't accept anything like that. There's a lot of dissent going on in the EU at the moment as well, with not abiding by the rules of the EU. And the EU is now looking to sue certain countries, I think Italy is one of them. I can't remember the reason, what the reason was now. It was probably something to do with immigration. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Hello, Somases. Give Wally a treat from me. I'll give him another treat. Hey, Wally. Wally. It's there. It's on the floor just there, Wally. What's that? He found it. Oh, it's quite warm in here now. I'm going to wait out that fire go out. But it's only ticking over anyway. Little wood burner. There, bear. There, Wally. There you go. Oh, God, that door's looking at me again. There they are. They're little tiny treats. Right, not true, Dorco. The electorate at the time was 46 million. So that was what? That's 46 million. So 17 million people. A lot of kids, teenagers didn't vote. Lots of them didn't. Many of them wouldn't even understood about the EU or what we'd even, what does it mean? It's your future, mate. 50 million did not vote for Brexit. Well, no, technically that is true. They didn't, but a lot of them couldn't. The babies couldn't vote, though. All the children, though. All those who haven't got the right to vote. I don't know why they have elections in America. It's the big companies that run the country, like Elon Musk at the moment. Talk about election interference. Bloody hell. Crikey, what he's doing at the moment, it's horrendous. He's not even the US. Deport him back to South Africa. Mr. Katz, how the hell did Farage manage to pull his head out of Trump's backside when he flew out to support him? Well, probably there's a bit of back pressure there. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, after Trump removed his nappy. There'd been a bit of back pressure that probably pushed his head out of his ass. Yeah, I do. Do I think Elon Musk could sway the public to vote for Trump? For those who don't really follow politics, and lots of people don't, as you know, I think they could easily be swayed. Unfortunately. And the man is a traitor. Good morning, Lee Corn. I hope you're well. See, that's even a morning for you, friend. If the electorate was only 46 million, then 50 million couldn't have voted for Brexit. Oh, okay, I get you. No, I think he's dangerous. Elon Musk is dangerous, and what he's doing at the moment is dangerous. But he's always been right wing. I didn't realise it until I was reading some things about him from his own relatives. I think that's actually Mary Trump, actually. Oh, that stayed home. 45. Okay. I still remember an American lady here at the beach that had to be almost forced into an ambulance after heat stroke, and she did not understand the concept of healthcare. Really? Blimey. I am so anxious about the US election that I'm suffering constant YouTube attacks. I tell you what, though, people thought, what? Someone said to me, "Oh, Carl, why you? So, you live in France. Why do you care about what's going on in the UK?" And it's just like the United States. What happens in the United States affects everyone. Another Donald Trump. Oh my God. The economy over there was shot, and that affects everyone. Our economy follows them. And now we've got all this risk of World War III and all that, as I keep getting told. So what do you care about trees? They said to me, Why do you care about trees? We're heading into World War III. Why are you worried about trees? But whatever they do over there affects us, and it basically just follows us everywhere. And what happens in the Middle East affects everywhere. It'd be the barrel price, regarding your fuel, gas, oil, etc. And then, because obviously you've got gas-fired generators as that as well. Actually, have they shut them down now? Well, the coal ones are shut down now, haven't they? You've got flipping Drax. There is power stations, wood-burning power stations. How stupid is that? You know? One minute they tell us we can't have your wood burners anymore because you'll be letting out all the carbon dioxide. Because, you know, but if you let a tree limb fall, you let out carbon dioxide and methane gas because it rots. And then somebody else put there, all these wind turbines are being, so many millions of trees are being cut down for wind turbines. Oh, how stupid is that? Yeah, but that's the stored carbon dioxide. Mature trees don't actually process a huge amount of carbon dioxide. It's only during active growth. Yes, when a limb falls, maybe they grow a new limb or something like that, because obviously it's constantly growing to a degree. That will start storing carbon dioxide. But when trees are mature, they slow down. They don't just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, they do, but they slow down. It's trees that are in sort of beginning to be fully grown, in the middle, when they're actually growing, absorbing all that carbon dioxide, doing their thing in the leaves and all that, and then they're storing it. Now, they got the crazy idea at the moment of stopping the carbon dioxide escaping from these trees, because normally it's through, if you're burning it, or if you release it by mashing it up into, God knows, powders and stuff, that can release the carbon dioxide. But now they want to bury it. They want to bury trees. I thought they were already buried. The roots are, anyway. But they dig big holes and bury trees, a way of trapping the carbon dioxide in the ground. So what we're going to do is, it's almost like offshoring your... It's a bit like offshoring... More corn, Olsen. Come in, Olsen. Offshoring your carbon dioxide. Because, if we don't cut a tree down to build a house... Don't mean I love trees, as you know, but... we'll just get it from somewhere else. For the TDA Trust. The Trusted Development Association. What we've got to do is keep planting. We just keep planting, because that's when it's stored. And also, when you use it as a product... That carbon dioxide is held in that portion of the tree. We need constant replenishment all the time. And it's not just about the trees and the carbon dioxide stored in the trees. It's about the sea, the carbon dioxide in the sea. And with the sea temperatures rising, it releases the carbon dioxide. You've got the peat, you've got the soil. It's carbon dioxide stored all over the place. And we keep releasing it. It's not just the trees. I suppose we could freeze to death. Around here, it's a system of income. So you pay from 0 to an affordable price, and some services are free. We've got healthcare. And last time I was in hospital, I paid around €17 for the examinations and medical treatment. Like that, was it? Also... Business Bobby, both plans are interesting, to be honest. What have I missed? What have I missed something? A counterculture beat the tar out of the wrong prime. I've lost it now. What have I lost? CO2 is 0.05% of the atmosphere. You've got to have CO2. You can't get away from it. It's like you must have cholesterol in your body, just not too much of it. Sometimes you must have CO2, but not too much of it. Without the CO2, the trees can't produce oxygen, etc., etc. But we've got too much, it overwhelms of it. Although they have noticed that the ozone is closing up, which is a good thing. But we've got other problems. I don't buy the argument when they say through the Industrial Revolution that we've been producing all this carbon dioxide, we've caused the problems over the years, and what have you, which we have. So now we've got to allow all the up-and-coming economies to do the same. Because it's only fair. What? Fairness has got nothing, it doesn't even come into it. It's madness. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Yeah, that's very true. Wind turbines cause cancer, and they kill the birds. I don't know how they count the birds. Or how they find all the birds scattered. It's just ridiculous. Oh damn! What about the energy they create? The energy to create wood pellets and to transport them across the Atlantic. Then think, oh no, that might be for you in the UK. Might be for the UK, but not here in France. All our pellets are made in France. We've got a pellet burner here as well. And I'll tell you what's really good about the pellet burner is that the volume of material is about 1/10 of it would be if you use like a wood burner, like logs, if not less. The amount of stuff that goes in the pellet burner is tiny. A bag of pellets lasts 2 days in our wood burner. In our pellet burner. And that is like just a 15 kilo bag. 2 days. And that costs €4. So, €4 at the moment. It's gone down considerably. That was only €10 last year. But yeah, it's so it's downside better. And no, they don't put glue in the mixture for pellets. It's ligament in the compression force. Yeah, it actually sticks together in the wood. But also you can use straw as well for making pellets. So there is transportation and what have you. But in the UK, they have to transport even logs and stuff like that. A lot of that's been produced in places in France and shipped to the UK. We've depleted so much stuff in the UK. So dependent on other countries for pretty much everything now. My heirs. There we go. What I've been saying since 1978, changing political parties increases the number of sane voters by exactly 0. So should we do what, I don't know, have a system like in China, where you pretty much pass a law which make him, I don't know, president for life, Xi Jinping. Oh, Luca Cadaluga. Blimey, €700 a month for your health insurance in Germany. Costs a lot. We have to pay a top up. But if you're under a certain amount of money a year, you can get a thing called complementaire or CMU. So you can get paid for by the state if you don't earn enough. But for me and Caroline, she's the one she sorts that out. But I think it's under 200 a month for us. The only thing is, I probably cost that in medication at the moment. Crikey. Every time I come out of that flipping place, I come out with bags full of Tramadol and Duloxetine, what else? And naproxen for my fibromyalgia. So it's like, crikey. I'm on these new drugs at the moment, which are basically an antidepressant, but you take a small dose of it. It's tiny dose. It's half it, it's 30 milligrams. And take one of them a day, and that actually does work. It seems to work on the pain. So so far. So I need to get out again. I used to do a lot of biking and what have you, and exercise. I can't do it at the moment. Every time I do it, I end up in a hell of a state. The other day, last week, it was this week. Early this week, I was on our roof, and I had to put some tiles back on the roof, as you do quite regular here. I was only on there about an hour and a half tops, just basically shifting the tiles about because we had a leak. And I could barely walk for 3 days. I walked like I was coming off a horse. Get off your horse and drink your milk. It's crippling, blooming crippling. And the medication didn't do anything at all at that point. It was horrendous. The first day was really bad. The second day wasn't quite as bad. And the third day, I was like, oh, I know it's there, but it was sort of sorted itself out eventually. But 3 days. So I've got to be really careful. And I need to lose the weight, You do realise how a referendum works, Dorco. You don't count those who don't vote. My German friends need to get a €4,000 oil tank filling every €4,000. Now, as a woodwork, I also have wood waste. So, like the stuff I've been shoving on here, they're just offcuts, little piece of oak. Yeah, I just shove them on the fire. Yeah, so I build it up over the year through the summer, and then put it on there. What else am I going to do with it? Now, but you have got a big wood burner in the barn, a big old 40 kilowatt jobby, which services the radiators, but we don't use it, and we haven't used that for years actually, because it used so much wood. And we're heating the house, parts of the house that we don't even go in. We've got a reasonably that sort of old French farmhouse, and it's all stone away. So once the house is sort of up to a reasonable temperature, it does hold the heat, but also keeps you cooler in the summer when it's really hot. But if you're away from it for a while and you let the house get cold, flipping hell, it'll take you a month to get it warm again, if not longer. It's like a big storage heater. Oh my God, 36 grand in debt after finishing nursing school. And is that in the US, I take it? So that's $36,000. So yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Also, I don't know how you pay that back, or is it just a percentage of your income? The UK seems to have a kind of a strange system where you have to pay a minimum amount. It's like there's a fixed bracket and it goes up. It's all privatised now, anyway. A bit like Jack Black, but thinner and can't sing. I sing like an angel, I tell you. We only need the heat on here in our flat maybe 1 week a year. The exterior walls are 20 centimetres thick and filled with recycled jean material as insulation. That's pretty cool. Hey, Levi's? Just so I know for future, if I decide to go that way. We don't have any cavities in our walls. They're just literally solid stones. Not much gets past them. But they are about between 500 and 600 mil thick. So drilling holes through like granite and stone of all different types, it's not easy. Big drill, I'll tell you. Like when I was drilling that, I was using a core bit, and that was taking absolutely forever because I hit a bit of granite, and I really needed water, and I couldn't lubricate it. Not there. So I ended up doing it with a flipping long cold chisel. Flipping hell, bugged my hands, I'll tell you. I have to pay a minimum of $250 dollars a month with 3.3% interest, and it's up to me how fast I pay it off. Blimey, that's a lot of money to find, isn't it? I don't know what it's like in the US, but when you get like a junior doctor in the UK, okay, they managed to negotiate a bit of a pay rise, but they weren't getting a lot, for way too long. They're going to 13 quid an hour or something. That's ridiculous for someone who's done like 6 years training. It's just nuts. A billion years of regret. I have to pay. We only need. Done that. Oh, friends in week have an amazing wood burner which has a big exhaust pipes like massive supercharged V8. I know that burner. Yeah, they sell them here in the Bricko. They've got two sizes. And literally, if it's the one I think it is, you got like these tubes that go right round. It's round. What's it called again? Oh, I did. And the big tubes that go around make up so it's like big convection. So they work really well. And they've got this like a round door on the front with a big lever on it, like a porthole. If that's the same one, but yeah, it sounds like it. A quarter log every 6 hours. Blimey, that's pretty good. and they have a few acres of forest. Well, we don't have any forest here yet, but that's not what. Yeah, but obviously we're planting trees here. But there will be odd limbs that have to come off and stuff like that off the trees, I suppose. But yeah, round glass window in the front. Yeah, that's the one. They've had them here. I always liked them. I thought they looked really cool. I thought about having them for in the living room, but they're expensive. They're quite pricey, for a wood burner. Yeah, another one. It's clever though, because it's convection with those tubes. They're there for a reason. They're for convection. So 13 colonies of Reaganomics are kicking the tar out of the democratic primary system. Just say Reagan, no, Reaganomics. Oh, that one there. That one there. 500,000 small businesses have vanished since Brexit. Total number of private sector businesses fell by 56,000 to 5.5 million in the year to the start of 2024. Department of Business and Trade said that its annual official estimate, it takes the total decline to about 500,000, crikey, 500,000 businesses, since the stock of businesses peaked at 6 million at the start of 2020. Well, half these places can't trade properly, can they? They're struggling. They're struggling to do what they need to do to make money. Comments here that our PM, he couldn't give a toss. What is the answer to all this though? What could be the Phoenix? What could be the thing that actually solves all our issues in the UK regarding our economy? Because currently I don't see anything. I could say, oh yeah, rejoin the European Union or join the European Union. I could say that. That's not going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't think we've got that long. It's like we've been bled, isn't it? It's like we've been bled dry. We've got all these rich buggers constantly sucking the country dry, taking the money out of the country because we let them. We allow them to gobble everything up. Like I put them in these asset holding companies and drain the asset values. Done it to ourselves. Really have. We've allowed governments to allow it to go on. It's madness. It's madness. You do need to keep them. Yeah, you've got to be a little bit insular with your money. You need to keep it in the country. You've got to encourage people to invest in the country, but keep it there. But why would people though? End of the day, it's not a fantastic place to live at the moment, is it? In England especially, everyone is struggling. Job prospects don't look that great. And at the time, they were saying about wage growth and what have you, and the Bank of England was warning us about paying too much in wages, and it's going to cause inflation. You've got companies out there who have upped the wages and they're regretting it now because they could really do with actually reducing them because their businesses are struggling. I'm not going to say about my son-in-law. He's struggling to get work now. He's currently temping is in the care sector. From earning a considerable amount of money, all of a sudden the rug's been pulled out from underneath them. And the fool decided to buy a new car. Stupid man. Oh, God. He bought it was a hybrid if he got in the end, but he's like 30 odd grand for a car that he can't afford now. It's crazy. Things have changed. Potholes are everywhere. Oh God, that geezer. I forgot his name now. Oh God, how can I forget his name? Oh blimey, Oh, one's like a monkey. What's his name? Oh, crikey. He was a teacher. Anyway, he can't get a job. Even though I can't remember his name. Oh, crikey. Tory. That's something about thinking of fibromyalgia. You get some brain fog, as you can probably tell. You have no point. Have we got a dispute going on here between Dorco and Marx's biggest fan? Fight! I know that was Donald Trump, isn't it, when he had his fake hair cut off, shot off. Oh, Jonathan Gullis, that's it, Jonathan Gullis. You know him, yeah. Jonathan Gullis, if you're trying to get a job, he ain't better get a job. Everyone knows exactly what he's about now. No school wants him, yet they're actually advertising for teachers, and you can't get a job. That'll teach him. My point with visuals could be: is he standing around pointing at potholes? I was just wondering. Third world countries with dirt roads have less potholes than the UK. We don't have any potholes, hardly. I think you might get the old one or two down back lanes and stuff. But in fact, they were actually gritting the road up here the other day. Gullis, yeah, cheers, Joe. And Matthew Godwin. Oh, cheers, Mad Monk. Somebody being naughty. I got my. They're very much into the preventative medicines and stuff here, like the COVID jab. Now, today was the day that we're all supposed to die if we had the COVID jab, by the way. Just put that out there, just so you know. We're all supposed to die today. I'm still here. In fact, I just had my thing come through because I got my because I have fibromyalgia and also asthma. I get it free, so they just send me a notification through, which is basically like a prescription. So I literally could do it at the chemist, and then they'll jab you at the chemist. So I get my flu and my COVID jab. So it's preventative, you see, and I'm not dead yet. No, not from COVID jab. I might have 2 anuses, but apart from that, everything's fine. So the weather here varies, says Joel. It was in Portugal, just 80-kilometre inland to my hometown. Winters are extremely cold, so costs for winter months can vary according to the place you live in the Highlands area. Oh, I see. So it can be really cold. Now, when we first came here, it wasn't too bad. The winters were cold, but it wasn't too bad. But come 2012, I have never known it like it. Never known it like it. I ain't know. We had like ice stagtites or stagmites growing up off the gate. You just snap them off. Like icicles going the wrong way. Just snap them off. It was just crazy. It was so cold. You breathe and you just couldn't heat the house. We couldn't keep up with it. You just take the chill off, and that's about it if you're lucky. Even with the heating button. It's 2 anuses, yes, because it was COVID jab. Okay, I haven't read it. I just made it up, but I haven't actually got an anus. I had trouble with one. Oh dear, it was staged. Yeah, that was. I've seen so many pictures of him afterwards, either at the golf course or on his plane, and there's not even a mark on his ear anywhere. Shortly after the actual so-called assassination attempt, I think it was staged, and I think because he was a Republican, the guy who actually apparently shot him. I think he sacrificed himself, or it's a bit like that film Shooter, where it was set up. That might be wrong. Probably am. It just feels a little bit strange. Anyway, Donald Trump is travelling down to the place where he was shot. Yeah. It'll be there tomorrow. God, $200 for a COVID booster. Blimey. Now, our healthcare isn't, I pay, the taxes are high here as a percentage of your earnings. And the system that I'm on, I pay tax on my turnover because I'm on the AE scheme. And the reason for that is it's quite an easy way to get started beginning the tax system here in France, regardless of starting a business. But back in 2014, 2015, we were all ready to go over to what real sympathy or the next one. I can't remember which one it is now, where you can declare all your tax, your expenditure and stuff. And then we got bloody Brexit, and I thought, oh crikey, it damaged my business big time. And at that point, it was a case that I thought, hang on, I might stay on this because the problem with the next system, you prepay your taxation on the basis of what they think you're going to earn, and then once you've got 1 year out of the way, that they've got an idea of what you're going to be paying, so you have to prepay for that year. So if you have a bad year, you've got to pay the tax based on last year. You get it back, you'll get it back, but it's at least then you can actually declare your expenditure, which I can't at the moment. But I don't want to go on it now, just in case some other shit happens, And that really damaged my business. And just started building it up again, really. There is only 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. It's not all that bad. 4,000's all. I'll do your suspension in. Let me come. Yes, there's the spook going on between Dorgo and Marcus's biggest fan. Oh dear. And Lisbon is in a riverbed, and Lisbon is in a riverbed, and milder than the south coastlands. You think with global warming and rising sea levels, what's going to happen to Bangladesh because it's under sea level? As long as the tides don't come in that far, that they're actually dry, they've got a potential issue, haven't they? Global warming, they should be really worried. Mr. Katz says, now that the Labour Party are in power, the Greeks are in negotiations to send... we've got to set them, they want their marbles back. Parthenon marbles. If it happens, it happens. Bother me, I think they should have them back. France has given a lot of stuff back, actually. A lot of our countries have. It's not as though they're worth anything. You can't sell them. You're not going to flog them off and have a good holiday, are you? No. Oh, God, there we go. Mark's biggest fan. Are you trying to provoke Dorco? Vice versa. Vaccines here are no cost and mandatory. Oh, I got you. Well, they're not giving them to everybody. They only give them to the vulnerable here now in France. So I'm considered as vulnerable. I'm frail. What, that fat bugger? You're frail? No, you're not frail. Yeah, apparently so. Oh, dear. I do wonder sometimes. I really do. And the world has gone absolutely bonkers. Oh, Donald Trump is live at the moment in Pennsylvania. And there's lots of people cheering and... oh, my God. He don't care about anyone. This is just it's like a big game to him. He just wants to gain power so he can keep himself out of jail. Oh, what exactly did they do? You know that the Supreme Court basically said that it's going to be indefinitely suspended regarding taking them to, going through the courts and what have you. The prosecution's changed it now, the wording in it, in the actual case. So now it's like, apparently, I was listening on the radio earlier, or a couple of days ago. Anyway, it puts Donald Trump in a more precarious position. He could still end up in court, basically. He'll fall asleep, so it doesn't matter. Oh, God. So, Elon Musk, Team America with Donald Trump. Picture, of course, he went as well, you see. He's going to do a speech. Elon Musk is doing a speech. So you got JD Vance, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk. I can't stand that man. Right. Can you describe Nigel Farage in one word? Slime. What's this? What was running our country? Oh, God's sake, here we go. Darren Grimes. So, oh my God. Jim Davison. Do you fancy a bit of Jim Davison? I've seen him live actually at the Pier in Norfolk, and it's on the coastline. And it's I have to admit, he was really good as a showman. But I never thought, it was a long time ago when me and Caroline went, and I think back now, he's a bloody racist. You know? All this picks on people as well in the audience. I didn't mind that though. That was actually quite funny because it wasn't me. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Right, Lee Anson's doing his thing. Now you got to listen to this. This is. What was it? That's right. This is Boris Johnson.
Do you accept that everyone watching this programme is poorer now as a result of Brexit and is likely to be poorer for the foreseeable future because of Brexit?
No, I certainly don't. And let me just
give you a statistic.
He's smirking while he's saying that.
The government's own, formerly your own financial watchdog, says that imports will be 15% down in the long-term future than they would have been, and exports, and that the size of our national economy will be 3.8% smaller. You're shaking your head, but these are the facts according to the Office of Budget Responsibility, which has now been looking at this for quite some time. That is an enormous sum of money. That is an enormous sum of money.
Can I just try and respond on Brexit and the type of Brexit that I wanted and why I still believe in it?
Do you accept that everyone watching this programme
No answer.
is poorer now as a result of Brexit?
Yes.
And is likely to be poorer?
Yes. Because Brexit's shit. And it was always going to be shit. Oh. So he's been interviewed by Tom Bradby. It's ITV News, I was. I just hate that man. I should love everybody. Yeah, except Donald Trump. And Boris Johnson, Nigel Farage, maybe. Lee Anderson, Ben Habib. Anyone else? It's a few, isn't there? Oh, blimey. Anyway, do you know what? What's the time? Oh, my God, it's getting late. I think I'm going to have a clock off because it's 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Blimey. There we go. God's sake. This is late for all sorts. It's very late. So I'm going to be going to bed in a minute. Will they have Putin as a guest speaker? Probably Butler. Mussolini can speak. Yep. We're for the same side. Relax. It's getting a bit heated. There's getting a bit of a heated debate going on here between Mark's the biggest fan and Dogco. Love. All you need is love, apparently. Nobody ever campaigns in California, even the Democrats. Well, that ain't going to help, is it? You can argue he's trying to join in there. I'll just fact check and so I just for God's sake. Don't worry about it. There we come. All you need is dumb. Do 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 do. All you need is dumb dums. Oh, crikey! You got fibromyalgia. Well, I think I've had it for about 6 years. It's taken literally that long to work out what it is. Because I've had every flipping test under the sun. I have scans and stuff. Like I had joint pain and stuff like that. And they thought it was arthritis at first because of my line of work and what have you. And there's none or very little sign of arthritis at the moment. I'm hurting all down here at the moment, and in that joint, in my elbow joint, and I feel it's tender to touch all over. I'm dosed up at the moment as well, but yeah, no, it's not great. No, but yeah, it's got to the point because fibromyalgia is not stuff you can test for. You can do it as a matter of kind of elimination. It's a flip nightmare. So they come to the conclusion I've got fibromyalgia now. Stay groovy, everyone, says Luke Walsh. Yeah, it's not great. Fibromyalgia it's one of those sort of like invisible illnesses. No one really realises you got it until they live with you. And my dear wife's got enough problems, but I have to admit, Caroline is so good and very understanding. Because there's times I'm in crippling pain, and other times I'm okay. It's weird. Do you look like David Cross? Yes, I've had that as well. David Cross, Jack Black, Shmee on Peter Pan. Oh dear. Oh, blimey. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I'm going to say too late, because I think I better go back to bed. And cheers for the support, what have you. And joining us on this rather late live stream when everyone should be in bed. Get to bed! Anyway, toodaloo. And thanks a lot to the crazy spanners who helped me out tonight, Mad Monk and Joel. Because it's very late for you as well. Get to bed! Toodaloo. Thanks again. Do 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 do.